How many times has it happened to you that it's 3 in the night, you're staring at your phone, you wanted to fall asleep at 12, and now you're gonna be late for tomorrow's classes or college or just life in general. You know, this phone addiction which you keep on having is destroying your life slowly just because you can't stop staring at a screen. And this is extremely dangerous for you. I don't think most people realize how much time they are wasting on their cell phones, because a lot of people ask me, Anuj, how do you manage your content creation as well as medical studies and internship? I just tell them I don't use social media that much, because if you just take out the amount of time that you're spending each week on just Instagram, I'm 100% sure it is going to be more than 10 or 12 hours. Sometimes in worst cases like even 20 hours per week. If you give that 20 hours to creating something very amazing, learning a habit, learning a passion, or starting a business, it's going to be so much more productive for you. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you're going to be taking control of your life once again, like you once had before you got this phone. So yes, welcome to the channel. Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Anuj Pachhel, and in this video, I'll be telling you exactly how to take control of your life by decreasing your screen time and removing your phone addiction. The first point is that you have to realize that you have a phone addiction in the first place. Most of the people, if I ask them, are you addicted to your phone? They're like, no, I'm not addicted. So how much time are you spending on Instagram? I'm spending like 3 hours per day. So why are you spending that time? I like it. So do you think you should cut down your time? Yes, but why should I? So literally after asking somebody, do you think you should cut it down? They are like, yes, but why? The exact words of an addict, if you ask an alcohol addict, okay, should you think you should cut down your alcohol? They'll tell you, हाँ, but मैं क्यों छोड़ू, मुझे तो अच्छा लग रहा है. So this is the point. Is first thing is first you have to realize that you are addicted. You have to realize कि you are wasting your life. Only and until you don't have this realization, there is no point in this video. Okay, so just take a control of your life and just ask yourself, are you really addicted? Before I tell you the steps, though, I'll tell you my de-addiction story. So back in lockdown, I think my screen time was roughly around 6 hours per day, which was pretty huge, considering that it's not even 3 hours in most of the days that I'm doing my work right now. And believe me, I am like a social media content creator. What I spend my time doing is creating videos for you guys, growing my business, talking to amazing people, building relationships, and also working on myself. So my de-addiction journey started almost 2 years ago when I actually hit this realization point that I'm spending way too much time on my phone, and that's when it hit to me that I'm going to decrease my screen time. And today it's less than 3 hours, like for consistently for weeks now. Now that you've accepted that you're addicted, let me tell you what to do next. I'm pretty sure most of addiction is coming from social media sites like Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, Twitter, which is I think called X now. So ये सब चीजें से I think that is the time where you're spending the most time. So what most people would tell you is that uninstall the application, okay, get off of it. How many days is it gonna last? It's gonna last like 2 days, 3 days, and you're going to be downloading the applications back. You're going to be back on track. Trust me, I did that as well. So what I'm telling you to do is that don't quit all these applications. Don't uninstall them. कुछ भी मत करो. Just set yourself a time. Okay, in this, let's say from evening में 6 to 7 p.m. I'm going to be spending my entire 1 hour on social media. I'm going to be enjoying my YouTube videos. I'm going to be enjoying the Instagram reels. Because if you have allocated that time to yourself, let's say that at 2 p.m. you are like, okay, I'm going to scroll now. You'll get this sudden urge, okay, I'm scrolling right now, as well as also scroll in the evening. That's a waste of time. But this is the time where I'm going to be using them. Trust me, it will take a little bit of willpower. If you have that left after scrolling so much, then you can definitely apply that. If you don't have it left, I have some more tricks for you. The second point is that increase friction. So there is this, I think, iPhone shortcut called as Take a Break, and it's also an application. It's completely free of cost, where what it does is that whenever you open your phone and you start to go to Instagram or whatever, it will just give you 5 seconds of break, and that is enough to increase the friction to you to realize, okay, this is not worth my time, I'm gonna keep it. The second thing which you can do is, of course, keep these applications in the last page of your application drawer or whatever, so that it will take time for you to get to from the first page to the last page, and in that way you will probably realize, okay, this is not worth my time. So increase friction between the phone as well as your applications. What you can also do is set up reminders in between. So there are reminder widgets which you can place, and in these widgets add the to-do list which you have to do. Let's say you have to complete that question bank, or let's say you have to complete medicine or surgery or whatever subject which you're trying to do, right? You can add those in between, so that what will happen once you start scrolling, you will realize, okay, मुझे ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, वो भी करना है, and by the time you get to the last page, you will be like, छोड़ो, मैं इस सबसे अच्छा तो पढ़ ही लेता हूँ. Lastly, you can definitely uninstall the application, but once again, uninstalling is not the permanent solution. You're going to be getting back at it. You're going to be binging it like crazy, and in the end, you will have done more damage than more good. The next point is to track your activity on your phone. It is very easy. If you're on Android, go open digital well-being, and if you're on Apple, open the screen time, and you will see everything that is your data on your phone. You analyze ki, okay, I'm spending like 2 hours on WhatsApp, 3 hours on Instagram and 4 hours on YouTube. So you just find out ki this is my analytics, and in this week I have to limit this down, and then throughout the week you have to remember ki okay, this is my goal, I won't have to exceed it. So tracking your activity is a very good way to staying accountable as well as knowing what your current progress is. Next thing is that I understand we cannot totally go off of social media. However, it is very tempting to do that for 1 year and make a video about it later. Let me know if you want to see that. What you can do is that in whatever social media apps which you are using, you can change the way your feed looks like. What do you mean by feed? Feed मतलब जो explore page पे आता है, Instagram पे जो home page पे आता है, YouTube पे. So what you can do is first of all create an alternative account and follow only the things which are absolutely essential. So that way your feed will be filled up with only study wala thing or only, you know, very productive things, or like you can follow me, you'll see my great posts on Instagram if you want that. So by creating a new account, all your earlier subscriptions are still in place, but at the same time this new account will give you a fresh start to, you know, avoid all the distractions that comes with, let's say, scrolling YouTube. This is very essential if you are a NEET aspirant who is, you know, targeting some batch. And second, just go ahead and unsubscribe all the channels which absolutely waste your time, because honestly time is the most valuable thing which you have got. Money is actually nothing compared to time. You can make money infinitely, okay, but you cannot get the time which you have lost, and you don't exactly know how much time you have left on this earth. And subscribe to channels which are actually good for you. A very good example would be Dr. Anuj Pachhel's channel. Like, he makes videos about productivity, med school vlogs, as well as so many different things. You can go subscribe his channel. The red button is right below the video. You can try it out. Anyways, moving on. The next thing is that replace that screen time wali activity with something more productive. Because why do we actually go to our phones? Because we are bored. That is the number one reason. If I am just sitting on my bed, I don't have nothing to do, I just take my phone and start scrolling. That is the normal physiology of how it's all working, right? So what you can do is that replace that activity with something which is much more interesting. For example, just pick up a guitar, okay, start playing. You will start to learn as you go, and what you will notice is that you will have less free time to use your phone. You will be very occupied. Very good example is enroll yourself in MBBS internship in GMC Nagpur. You will have so much work. I remember, like, there was my surgery internship, and my screen time for that entire 24 hour ad day was hardly 1 hour 20 minutes. So because I did not have time to look at my phone, how would I be wasting my time? As well as you can start working on your goals such as study wise, NEET PG के लिए पढ़ो, NEET UG के लिए, INI-CET के लिए, whatever exam you're trying. Just don't be that free that you allow yourself to just take up your phone and just start scrolling. Okay. The next is very practical point which I would like to give is that set up phone free zones. What do you mean by phone free zones, Anuj? For example, this table, this is my phone free zone. I have a phone because I wanted to show it for demonstration purposes in this video. But essentially, if I am studying over here, if I'm working over here, my phone is not going to be here. Because if this is here, I won't be studying or editing. Is damn sure. I'm damn sure about that. Another phone free zone is when I'm having dinner. When I'm having dinner, no distractions, nothing. I just want to focus. I just want to have a nice time chatting with my family about how the day was, how everything was. So that is one thing which you can also do. Next thing, another practical tip is that keep your charging station away from your workstation. So this is my workstation. A video on it very soon, or it might just be a video which I have already done. You can check it out after this one is done. So I never keep my charging station near over here. My charging station is way over there. So that is also what you can do, is that allow your phone to be physically distanced from you. Social distancing karo apne phone ke saath. And what will happen is that you will see you forget about your phone at once. Next thing you can do is set up a 1 minute rule. So you have heard about the 5-second rule, the 5-minute rule, the 25-minute rule, and 21 days rule. So what I'm trying to say is the 1 minute rule. Whenever you pick up your phone just for mindless scrolling, just give yourself 1 minute and ask yourself, okay, in these 60 seconds, let me just do nothing. Let me just analyze what are my life choices. Let me just analyze how did we get here, and just don't open your phone, don't unlock it as well. That in that 1 minute you'll have so much realization that you'll just keep your phone aside. You'll feel like, nahi yaar, main time pass karne wala tha. This is not a good way to be spending my time. The next thing is again using Zen mode or focus mode or airplane mode, whichever you have in your phone. In that way you can just block all the notifications all at once. So whenever you're doing some deep work, let's say studying, you won't get like a Snap ka notification ya Instagram ka notification. I don't know Snap mein kya hota hai, maine kabhi use nahi kiya life mein. So whatever you get, that won't distract you, okay? And that is what I say to you as well, ki just put it on airplane mode, Zen mode, or focus mode. In iPhone you've got the focus settings. You can personalize it as you want. You can also set up like a location based focus. That means once you get into your home, everything will be blocked. And lastly, this is going to be very difficult for most of the people to do, is do a no phone day. There is basically like a divorce with your phone for that one day, okay? Nothing related to phone, screen time 0, okay? Even calls and all you can just totally avoid, or you can use your mom's phone to call, or you can use your friend's phone to call. So no phone day, I used to have this a lot during my class, I think 12th standard. There were like multiple no phones day everyone, because it used to be distracting sometimes, because talking to your friends, all of that during the preparation is like very distracting. You can do it for hours, you won't even know it. I'm not saying that talking to your friends is a bad thing, but essentially if you are short on time, if you're preparing for an exam, that is something which is not ideal. Anyways, those were all I think 10 or 11 tips which I wanted to give you regarding how to decrease your screen time. Just a gentle reminder, if you're watching this, please consider subscribing, because making videos such as this one take up so much time, effort and energy, and subscribing in just 2 seconds would make up for all of that. And yes, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.